Welcome back to the Tractor Channel. So this episode, we're going to be digging back into the John Deere 620, the old Johnny Popper. We're going to see what we can't get done with it. What I got to do is, got to take this brake drum off and get this cover off. And that'll give us access to the gears, and hopefully we can get the cam out, which is right in there. So we're gonna have to take this whole cluster right here off. So I'll probably have to run over, grab a pulley puller, and see if I can get the brake drum off, because that's gonna have to come off so we can get the cover off. So I'm gonna run over and get that. Stay on the tripod, and we'll see what we can't get done with this. This is gonna be loud. I got feed on this. I'm trying to get it off. I had that pulley puller on there and drawed it down tight, and just took the hammer and hit it, and the brake drum popped right off. Here it is. Don't look bad. Man, it's in pretty good shape. I'll probably clean it up, but the brake pads, they got good amount of life left to them yet. That's good. This is what was in there. This just basically went in there, and this was, the gear was out, basically. It goes in the way I have it sitting here. So this goes in first, this goes in with gear out, and this goes on with springs in, and then this goes on final. And then you put that's the last part. So now that I got down here to the drive, or the crankshaft, pretty simple, I think, now, as far as getting the gear or the cover off. I'm just hoping I'm not going to be fighting that. So hopefully we'll probably end up having to take that off yet too, but we'll see here. But I'm going to continue the time lapse. Hopefully we can get this whole piece to come off without having to take that off. But most likely that'll have to come off before we can take this whole assembly off. right here. Okay. This cover's got some weight to it. Alright, we got the cover off. This is how it looks. It don't look terrible. Other than all that junk there. But it's not bad. Alright, so the cam will move over this way. I'm gonna have to take the distributor out and come over here and see about getting them there bolts out. Slide it that way and maybe we can lift the cam out, or the cam gear out. But I'm gonna have to take these rockers loose. Well, not the rockers, but the push rods. I'm gonna have to take the push rods loose so that way it takes the tension off of the cam lobes. So we'll go ahead and see about getting all that done, and we'll come back when we're trying to get the cam out. There we go. Okay, there's that bearing race. I'll lay that there. Now, we'll be able to get the cam to slide out this way. Alright, so now the gear is finally out. Alright, here's the gear. All that work to get this here out. That was a lot. Alright. That was a lot of work. But nonetheless, we got the gear out. So by tomorrow, I'm gonna work at getting the cam the rest of the way out. I gotta get that bearing off, try to get the number for it, and then should be ready to go come. Gotta put some bearings, cam bearings on it. I've torn down this far, I might as well. But yeah, all that work for that. So basically what I had to do was I had to take the valve tappets loose. I had to take the bolts out of the rockers caps. I had to push the lifter, the valve tappet back, lifter, whatever you want to call it. I had to push that back. That way the flat spot, the end of the cam would pass it. And then once that passed it, it's pretty much done. But your others is pretty much, you have to do. Stay tuned for technically part 3 of this video series. We will be putting this part of the engine back together. Finally, and getting the engine cleaned out, and be putting the governor back on for the first time in 2 months. Alrighty, it's finally gonna be it for this video. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below. We'll see you next time.